Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. Jose Quintana gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He will lead this one off today. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry.
Hit high and deep out to left. Schwarber facing back off the LED board and gone. A solo home run for Ahmed Rosario. Third home run for him on the year, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say, ambush tactics?
Batting second, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Comes in here right at 260. 14 homers and 42 runs batted in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and he will reach down to pluck this one off his shoe top. So fine play there for the first out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's got to be excited to hit in this one because his career against the starter, he's hitting over 500. I'm sure he knows he hit him well in the past, so his confidence is probably at an extra boost today.
At the plate, Jeff McNeil, and he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Now at the plate, Peter Alonso. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. From the stretch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. McNeil leads off first with one away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, and foul. In the air now out to right field. Hayward has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 40.
Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. He begins this one with the fourth best batting average in the National League.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. A bouncer to the left side. There's Baez. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up, and the Mets have an early 1-0 lead. Corey Oswalt gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently third in the National League in that category.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2. There's a fastball that misses.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. The 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Schwarber is retired, and there's one away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of different ways. It's just not the long ball. Ton of guys in this lineup that can move the ball into gaps, take extra bases. Just great offensive approaches up and down. Be on the lookout for some guys looking to do some serious damage today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Oswalt isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble out a little bit and give him another chance, and hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit hard on the ground at third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
Here's Javier Baez, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base too.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Conforto is in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Bryant, the runner at first with 2 gone. Sliced hard on the ground. Scooped up. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here. No errors. 1 man left on. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. The Mets lead it 1-0. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First offering on its way. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. Again, a 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch
Batting
again.
seven.
First one, he
The
was
right
on it and
fielder,
fouled
number
it off.
30.
Second one, he did not miss.
Conforto.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 11 home runs and 41 RBIs. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count. There's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
Number 12.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 3 homers and 14 driven in. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. None out. Runners at first and second. 2-1 to Juan Lagares.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And the second run will score as well.
This one just whistles over the second baseman's head. He had no chance to make a play on that one, and it gets fielded deep in the alley, but not before 2 runs score, and the hitter lands on second.
Into the box now, Corey Oswalt. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ahmed Rosario. Second at-bat for him, and remember, he led off the ball game with that home run to get this offense going. Into the corner and slicing foul. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward on the run, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
0-1.
Behind 0-2 now.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 4 and the Cubs nothing. At the plate, Jason Hayward having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hit well on the ground to first. And a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 4th home run for him on the season. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Yeah, they're still down a few, but a solo shot will make them feel a lot better about themselves. They're not being shut out, and now they know they can get to this guy.
Into the box, Jose Quintana. He swings and lines it to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him, but not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and the shortstop Addison Russell will bat next. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Quintana leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Nope. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Hit to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. We've played 2. It's the Mets 4 and the Cubs 1. So digging in now, Jeff McNeil. He singled his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-0.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schwarber arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So with 1 away, time for a check of the standings
20.
now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Digging in to try it again, Wilson Ramos. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 4 and the Cubs 1. So it's back to the top of the order now. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Ball.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Chris Bryant waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Striding in, Chris Bryant, a base hit in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
2-2 the count. Schwarber gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
In now, Javier Baez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set, and the 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center, and he stretches out in left, but this is off his glove.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving. D-Roll, both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. Conforto is after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. First and second now, 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Conforto sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
Right fielder, Jason.
Here's Jason Hayward now. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that's off the left field wall. He pulls into 3rd safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Coming to the plate now, Albert Almora, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. Comes set. The 0-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's the Mets 4 and the Cubs 2. Stepping into the box, Yoenis Cespedes. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yoenis Cespedes.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings. So it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
A ball and a strike. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. The 1-1 is taken high above the zone. The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. Makes the play, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 30.
All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Striding into the box, Michael Conforto. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Popped him up. Contreras is there. 2 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
Here's Juan Lagares. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Corey Oswalt. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Quintana sets. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Lagares is off at first with 2 away. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Mets leave 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Caratini. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Into the box now, Jose Quintana, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down
Now
around the
batting,
bottom of the
second
zone.
baseman.
And when you do
Out
that,
of third.
especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's Addison Russell. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
No, that's low.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he looks at one in there, 1 and 2. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 10 for him on the year, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Now batting.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1 and 2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And that's down into left center for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
The third
You know what?
baseman.
And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things
yeah.
right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And it's 1-1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Schwarber, base runner at first with one out. Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
In now, Javier Baez. He swings and grounds it to short. McNeil's got it for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Two for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this two-run home run. We're through four. All even now at 4 apiece.